Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. The text came in while I was standing in the cereal aisle, staring at a box we always bought but never finished. We need to talk tonight. I'm pregnant. I remember the way my thumb hovered over the screen, the fluorescent lights buzzing like they were laughing at me. Pregnant. I smiled at my reflection in the freezer door. Not because I was happy, but because the number in my head didn't lie. I had been out of town for 3 months. When I got home that night, she was sitting at the kitchen table with both hands wrapped around a mug that had gone cold. She looked rehearsed, soft eyes, a careful breath, the kind of face you make when you're about to change someone's life. I'm pregnant, she said, voice shaking on cue. I smiled. Wide. Supportive. The kind of smile husbands give in movies. That's wow, I said. That's big. Her shoulders dropped in relief. She thought the hardest part was over. But my mind had already started rewinding. It wasn't just the timing. It was everything that came before it, the missed calls that went straight to voicemail. The way her phone never left her hand. Even in bed. The screen always tilted away from me like it had something to hide. The sudden gym sessions that ran late. The new perfume she claimed was just a sample from work. I'd asked once casually, "Who are you texting so much?" She laughed too quickly. Group chat. You know how it is. I didn't know how it was. Not like that. There were other things. Small things. A night she came home smelling like beer when she'd said she was working late. A weekend trip to see her sister that her sister later asked me about. Confused because she hadn't been there at all. Each time I told myself I was paranoid. That marriage meant trust. That love meant not counting days on a calendar. But after her announcement I did the math anyway. Again. And again. None of it added up. Over the next few weeks she glowed. Told her friends. Started prenatal vitamins. Talked about names. She'd reach for my hand in public, squeeze it like a promise. And every time I felt like I was holding on to a lie. One night while she slept, her phone buzzed on the nightstand. I didn't plan to look. I really didn't. But the name on the screen wasn't one I recognized. Can't stop thinking about you. My chest tightened. I unlocked the phone with the code I'd known for years. The messages weren't graphic. They didn't need to be. They were intimate in the way that matters more. Inside jokes, late-night confessions, complaints about me. About us. He doesn't get me like you do. I wish things were different. I hate lying to him. There it was. Not a mistake. Not a moment. A choice. I sat on the edge of the bed until morning, listening to her breathe, remembering the woman I thought I married. The trips we took. The way she cried when we moved into this house. The night she told me she wanted a family with me. At breakfast she noticed my silence. You okay? She asked. I nodded. Smiled again. Just tired. The confrontation came a week later, quietly. No yelling. No thrown objects. Just two people sitting across from each other with the truth between them. Is it mine? I asked. She didn't answer right away. Her eyes filled, not with surprise but with guilt. I didn't plan this, she said. It just happened. I let out a breath I'd been holding for months. That's not an answer. She looked down at her hands. I don't know. That was the moment something broke cleanly inside me. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just a final snap. I do, I said. It's not. She cried then. Said she was confused. Lonely. That she still loved me. That she was scared. I believed her. All of it. And it still wasn't enough. I moved out 2 weeks later. Left the house, the photos, the future we'd planned. I signed papers with hands that shook, then steadied. The last time I saw her, she touched her stomach absent-mindedly, like muscle memory. I wish things were different, she said. So do I replied. And meant it. I think about that smile sometimes, the one I gave her when she told me she was pregnant. It wasn't cruel. It wasn't fake. It was acceptance. Because in that moment before the world caught up, I already knew the truth. And I chose myself anyway.